Hello everyone, and welcome to another tour of my LEGO City Disney Down Under. Today we'll be looking at one of the 7 themed areas in detail as we get down to street view, or minifigure view as I like to call it, of the Ninjago City area. Just a brief overview here so we get a better appreciation of the whole area. This area takes inspiration from Hong Kong, Singapore and Japan to create a sort of oriental street or back street. 3 building facades take inspiration from Hong Kong and Singapore, bound the area making the street feel dense. And in true theme park fashion, the buildings are just facades. To finish the distinctive look of the area, it's surrounded by cherry blossoms. This street is definitely the most detailed of the theme park, and I'm looking to add this much detail to the rest of the theme park as well. Looking at the building facade, I put as much textures as I could on it to replicate the look of these shophouse style buildings in real life. It has protruding windows, poles with flags to simulate hung clothes, air conditioning compressors, and sunshades. On the ground level, we have a shop with its roller shutters down, and some red tiles representing signs in front of a bus stop. The side of this building clings on to the side of the extended Palace Cinema to transition guests coming from the main street area to the Ninjago City area. Next to it is a street stall selling food items with a long queue. It's topped up with an octopus from the Powerpuff Girls Dimension Pack as a mascot, advertising a type of food sold there like Japanese takoyaki. Looks like this shop has got some delivery of fresh seafood from the docks. I've placed a chicken in the food display and some plates and sauces on the side. Just to the other side is a small trolley cart of steamed buns. With the small street stalls is a Chinese restaurant designed from the Ghostbusters story pack for its first floor, and I continued the style for the design of the second floor. It's decorated with Chinese lanterns made from red minifigure heads and old type balloons. On top of it sits the green Mac Dragon, perched on the roof of the Chinese restaurant and the Palace Cinema. The dragon looks fairly large from this view, but I like that you can only see its head when you look down the street. Coming across in this aerial view, you can see the entirety of the Ninjago City area, with the Temple of Ejitsu and Destiny's Bounty in the background. Hanging across the street and the train tracks are some Chinese lanterns that really tie the theme and area together. Across the street are another pair of Asian-inspired shophouse apartment buildings that have different parts that I've used for the greebling on the facade to represent poles, shades, air conditioning compressors, antennas, and satellite dishes. On the ground floor are more closed shop fronts with some items that have been delivered. The street is lined with lampposts and colored lights. You can see a hint of the bustling streetscape that you would expect from a city like this. As I slowly pull the camera higher to get an overall view, you can see the vast amount of details that I've added to this area. I can't decide which view I like more, the street view or the aerial view. Traveling to the back of this area, you can see the crisscross of lights and lanterns running across the street. Here we have a wonderful pond lined with pink flowers and some firecrackers in front of the Temple of Ejitsu. This area has a small garden of flowers and a mandarin plant along the jetty. Turning the camera back, you have a different view back onto the street we just visited and see the boundary of this themed area. I really like the colors and textures that this area has. Pulling the camera back, we will travel behind the temple and across the ship, briefly giving you a glimpse of the adjacent themed area. Here we have a small island with a wooden bridge among the trees that connected to the main Ninjago City port. This jetty has much of the fresh caught seafood as well as fruits and food items that have just come off the ship, ready to be distributed to the various shops in the city. There's lobsters, fish, octopus, bananas, apples, and a massive shark hung upside down from the Silent Mary set. Now I'm going to do an aerial fly-through from the entrance of this themed area over the buildings, street, lanterns, and tracks towards the temple and ship at the back. Now you can see this whole area and all of its details in its entirety. This is the view of the Ninjago City area from another side of the theme park. It has a visually distinct set of colors and style. It is a very prominent part of the theme park, and the main feature is definitely the temple and Destiny's Bounty. On the roof of the Palace Cinema, I've used the same technique for the cherry blossoms, but this time with red flowers to try to tie the two areas together. Well, that brings us to the end of the tour of the Ninjago City themed area. Let me know in the comments below which area you would like to see more of. If you have liked this video, please subscribe to this channel and check out my Instagram page at BasilBriggs. More videos will be coming soon. Thank you for watching and see you all again soon.